Hey guys, and welcome to the video. First, let me start off by saying I apologize for not being able to have the video yesterday, but I got tied up. I was involved with some of the things that were going on here locally that has to do with what's been going on over like the past week or so throughout the whole country. And I got so caught up with that I just, couldn't have time to make it home and do the video, as I was pretty much all day and a good chunk of the evening out. So anyway, you've been seeing something that was posted up by PlayStation, by Sony, and then you saw Microsoft Xbox response and the little blue heart, the little green heart, and someone in the comments said, this is a big deal. It's like the Bloods and the Crips of gaming coming together for a cause. And I think that's the best way to describe this and what's going on. So anyway, in this video, we will continue where we left off from Monday's segment, and we are going to focus in this one primarily on the Nintendo system. Most of it will be the Switch. For those of you new to these segments, I will go ahead and put a brief description on what these weekly segments are all about down in the description. So let's go ahead and get things started. Alright guys, and we're going to start with the Switch scene and a couple of new things, starting with DeepSea, which is a Kosmos clone. And let me just tell you right now, this is virtually identical. If you wanted almost a perfect one-to-one clone of Kosmos, this is pretty much that, and there's even a little bit more here. So everything installs the same way Kosmos does. It's just a matter of copying and pasting everything to the root of your SD card. You can see here the features. It comes with Hecate, it comes with Atmosphere, it has a background FTP server, and just a bunch of great stuff, just like Kosmos did. There's a few different packages that are available. The minimal one comes with all the basics that you need, which is just Atmosphere and Hecate, and that's pretty much it. You'll have to add all of the homebrews yourself. But if you want the normal version, the normal package, it comes with Atmosphere and Hecate, and then it comes with all of these homebrews, AWU installer, which has just recently been updated. You have Edison, JKSV, and just a ton of other stuff. The Tesla menu, and a lot of great content here. You also have the DeepSea Toolbox, DeepSea Updater, and Cleaner, and this is very similar to what you had in Kosmos. For those of you that remember, that means you can update DeepSea right from the console whenever it updates. So they also make mention here of the SIG patches situation, which we'll cover that in a second, but you have all of the SIG patches. If you pick the SIG patches version, you'll have them all already installed, all the ones you need, the ES ones, the ACID ones, and I forgot what the other ones are called. I got too much on my mind right now, but all three types of SIG patches are there. So when you come over to the releases, let's go there. You see there's a notification here about the patches, and if you get the minimal version, it's right there. And then this right here, the DeepSea version 1.3.0 is the full version, but apparently there are no SIG patches. But if you get this one, the one that says patched, that is the full version, and all the SIG patches are already pre-installed on there. So if you use the minimal version, I don't think it comes with them, but you can easily install them. I'll put a link in the description to a tutorial that I did a little while back showing you how to install them into Kosmos, and you would follow the same exact steps here for the minimal version. However, for the patch version, you don't need to do anything. You just copy, paste, and that's it. You're done, ready to go. All right, the next new thing that we have for the Switch is called Fast Cfw Switch, and this is really an interesting and useful homebrew. So what this is that it's an overlay menu that basically just allows you to switch on the fly to different custom firmwares, or you can boot into like Hecate or boot into another operating system like Ubuntu or Laka or Android or whatever. So you can see here they have everything written down as to how you would go about setting this up. It's actually very simple to do, and then you can see here wherever you are at on your Switch, you could just bring up the overlay and then you can boot into whatever else you want. And I've seen people have this set up with like Atmosphere CFW, Rainnext CFW, and a bunch of other stuff. There's also a video I will link here to this guy here, Nick Moses 05, where he shows you how to install this and how to use it, and it just looks awesome. So you can see here he has Atmosphere SXOS. Under tools he has Hecate, and yeah, you could be in a game and just boot into something else right on the fly. So this definitely has a lot of usefulness when you come to the releases. It's just a matter of grabbing the zip and copying and pasting everything to the root of your SD card. But make sure that after you do that, you follow the instructions that are here, as well as the ones that were on the main page to set everything up. Alright guys, and next up is something that literally I just noticed, and it just came out as of the making of this video, and that is Skyers M confirming access to the trust zone of the Maricos switches. So he literally did a 4-hour live stream Twitch event where he revealed how he got access to the trust zone, and the video is here. I'll put a link to that video as well down in the description. Now again, all of this is very, very early, so the possibilities, many possibilities exist as to what this can lead to, and I actually did a video about that. But since it's early, we need to give it a little bit of time, but it's definitely moving along at a good pace here. Hopefully something will come out of this that maybe might be even more user friendly for the end user into gaining access to the Maricos switches. Let's just see, and I will keep you guys updated as to what happens. He did state though that he will be posting up soon the difference between the Maricos trust zone and the Aristas trust zone, which is the one that was found in the first 20 million switches that were hackable. Alright guys, and a couple more things as we continue with the Switch scene. We have an update to Tegra Explorer. This is a file manager for your Switch, but it's different as you use this one like you would a regular payload. You inject it since it's a bin file. It's not like the other file managers that are, usually .nro files. Because you use it in that manner, you get a couple more features and options that you wouldn't get with some other explorers. Don't let the simple interface fool you. It is quite powerful. And again, you have some extra features that you wouldn't find in some other explorers. Grab the latest bin file right here. Also make sure you take a look at what they fixed. They also have a note here on how to make it run even faster still. Then we have an update to AWU installer, or AWU installer, however you say that. This is a great alternative to tinfoil. As a matter of fact, this is what I've been using instead of tinfoil for a long time now. It works with Atmosphere and Hecate. You can install NSP, NSC, XCI, XCZ, all of those types of files. You can do it either wirelessly or connected to your PC or straight from your SD card. So you can install these files through 3 different methods. I am going to do a tutorial to show you how to compile this on your PC at some point later on, so you can, change it around and make it your own if you wanted to, since it's an open source. And I'm also going to do one to show you how to properly set up your PC so you can take advantage of installing the games straight from your PC, either wired or wirelessly as well. Naturally, you'd go over to the releases and grab the latest zip file and just copy and paste it straight to the root of your SD card. And in this latest version, they've updated some of the translation files, but most importantly, it works with Hecate and Atmosphere all the way up to 10.0.3. And we continue with the Switch. A couple more updates here. Moonlight NX gets an update. This is a way for you to stream games from your PC to your modded Switch. The main page here at the GitHub has the install instructions, the controls, and a few other things. We've covered this one in the past before as well. The latest features that they've added here have been improvements to the UI and gamepad inputs. They've added resized screen support, support while in dock mode, new mouse input mode, and a couple of other things. The zip file you have is located right here. Then we have an update to sys-tune, which allows for third-party controller support on your modded Switch. Check out the descriptions, how to install. You can see here also like the progress checklist and everything that they've already have done and accomplished, and a few more things that they are working on. Go to the releases and you can see the change log here to see what they've done with this particular update, and as usual the zip file is there as well. And next we have an update to Switch theme Injector, something that we've covered in the past. This allows you to install custom themes into your Switch, or you can create your own theme from scratch, or you can edit existing themes. There's been a ton of them that have been made by the community. They change even the way your home menu is laid out by putting icons in different places, the games in different places. They're even starting to make kind of some dynamic themes where there's a little bit of animation. Anyway, this just keeps evolving and getting better. I need to do a set of tutorials on this. Anyway, the instructions on how to use all this is here on the main page. Over at the releases, if you are going to use this, make sure you grab the latest NRO file that's available. In this case, it's 2.3.3. However, the PC part of this doesn't need to get updated that often. You'll need to scroll down a bit sometimes in order to find the latest one, and to find the latest one, usually you will see a version number here at the beginning of the theme installer name here. So see how it says version 4.4? That means that the PC part has been updated, and you'll notice that instead of saying assets 3, it'll say assets 4, and here the release 4.4 is the 7-zip file you want. That's what installs into your PC. All right, and we are done with the Switch. Let's head on over to some other stuff, and we make a stop here at our friends at Logic Sunrise and this post that has to do with a new key generation method for 3DS, Wii, and Wii U titles. So basically what this means in a nutshell is that almost all Wii, 3DS, and Wii U titles can now be fully decrypted and whatnot if only the title ID is given. The good thing here, and even though this is not my area of expertise, is that I believe because you can fully decrypt almost all the games on these systems, that means you can port them to other platforms, kind of like what we saw with the Super Mario N64 port that was going around for the Switch and the PC. This means you can make them run on other platforms natively without the need of emulation. You'll be able to enhance them a lot better, mod these games a lot better, and do a bunch of other stuff. So this is absolutely exciting. Can't wait to see what comes out of this. Again, this is brand new stuff that's just being put out there. Let's see where this leak of this information takes us. But right now, if you love emulation, this is a great time because there's so much going on just across so many different platforms with all these leaks and everything. It's just great. And we will wrap things up today with the GameCube. That's right, the GameCube scene gets an update to a homebrew called sys-GC. sys-GC is like the Swiss Army knife homebrew for the GameCube. It's a multi-purpose utility tool that has a lot of nice features. The main GitHub page has a lot of useful information, including the usage of it. You can see here this latest update made some nice improvements and fixes overall. And as usual, the 7-zip download file is there. And that is going to do it for today, guys. You know I appreciate you watching, and if you found anything here helpful, informative, useful, or just entertaining, or you want to throw some love or appreciation to the channel, you know the best way to do any of those things and to keep me motivated to keep bringing you all types of content on this channel is just to hit that like button and maybe subscribe if you haven't. Peace, love, and unity to everyone out there. Please be careful, guys. Be safe, but have fun, and we will see you on the next one.